Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Jerjuan Graham, and I am a student in Dr. Kelley McCauley's Seminar for Organizational Behavior course for the spring of 2018. Today, I would like to review a case study based on Heidi Roizen and identify the strengths of her network over the 5 stages of her career. And furthermore, I would like to describe her reciprocity style, her ability to persuade others, to gain power and influence, as well as her approach to build and maintain a network. Heidi Roizen grew up in Silicon Valley in a comfortable middle-class family where her dad was an engineer. However, at the age of 9, when her parents divorced, this sparked a drive within her to overcome hardship. The failure of her father's business venture to start his own company pushed her mother to work in the high school cafeteria. Heidi herself started her own puppet show business to aid her mother financially while she was in high school. With the death of her fiancé at Stanford during her undergraduate studies, she decided to pursue professional endeavors that would solidify her position among the socioeconomic elites. She promised herself that she would never again be dependent on the fate of someone else's success or failure. At Tandem, Heidi was employed as the editor of the company newsletter because a friend returned a favor by giving her the contact information of the hiring manager. Heidi was likable, and she bypassed 60-plus other applicants. Heidi had social proof because the hiring manager also liked Heidi's friend. Heidi did her homework prior to meeting with the CEO to publicly establish herself as an expert on technology. She gained private information by interacting with the CEO and the other executives of the board. Heidi can be considered as a taker because she ensured that she received plenty of credit for efforts to advance her career. Because Heidi's brother and royal pharaohs liked and trusted her after she earned her graduate business degree from Stanford, they co-founded Teammaker. Again, the 6 principles of persuasion served as her strength to reinforce her network and influence. Royal Pharaohs and Brian Gentile matched her endorsements with reciprocity during her tenure at Teammaker. Royal lended her his social proof to convince her brother of how the business should operate. She enjoyed consistency through public actions that also advanced her authority when she became the president of the Software Publishing Association. This gave her direct control over influencing issues that would advance the interest of Teammaker. Heidi stays in the know or the loop again with access to exclusive information. Once more, Heidi can be considered as a taker because she refused to take on debt to issue stock in the interest of what was quote-unquote right for Teammaker. Placing her own interest ahead of the company's ultimately caused Teammaker to be sold as a result of the company being too understaffed and too undercapitalized to meet the demand for the personal publisher product. Ironically, Heidi herself retained her position as CEO for 2 years after her sale date, while her brother was left with $500,000 and a broken dream. Heidi's 3rd position was at Apple as the Vice President of Worldwide Developer Relations with 300 direct reports. She was the superstar with the control and status that she so desperately sought. With the exception of social proof, likability, consistency, authority, scarcity, and reciprocity remained as her strengths. Apple was out of social capital, and they needed her to leverage her network in order to force the endorsement of an ad so that they could maintain their market position. Heidi defined consistency as being able to predict behavior. She was comfortable with her concept and this was the cause for her exclusive preference for self-similarity and proximity principles. Being comfortable with only similar individuals was how she built and maintained her network, which only further propagated taker and matcher mentalities. After leaving Apple, Heidi took her fourth position as a mentor capitalist, where she still held the 6 laws that win friends and influence people as strengths. She matched people at her parties, but she only invited people that could readily contribute to one another. SoftBank was Heidi's 5th position, where she signed as a partner in order to evaluate startups. Just as before, the 6 laws of harnessing persuasion were her strengths. Like a otherish giver, she is able to screen others for intent, but unlike a giver, she adheres to helping only others like herself. Half of the time, she reinvested in companies that were already in SoftBank's portfolio. As a taker, she recommended the better candidates to companies within SoftBank's portfolio in order to retain their talent. Heidi has achieved success by leveraging and building her network. She has access to private information and power through others. But she lacks the trust in others that would maximize her network through diversity, which would benefit everyone. Much like the givers Adam Rifkin and David Hornick, who believe in helping the efforts of the many and not just the efforts of the few. Thank you for your time.